when you were just saying, if you just don't need more soap. And Lord knows I don't need more soap. But on top of that, I just haven't, besides getting ready for the Voices release, I was kind of just, I think, burnt out on new software. And it's an exciting time in the throughout the summer and right now in September and through the fall, there are a lot of fun projects coming out. A lot of Sense, Original Sense, Cologne dupes, what have you. Stuff continues to come out. Like chasing that new software hasn't really excited me like it has in the past. Would you say you were already in that space for some time? Because I know you'll play catch up every now and then, but for the most part, you're not really chasing software month to month, right?
No, not at all. And
yeah.
I think part of it is probably when we started the podcast, I was already I was getting so much stuff, just on a buying spree, and yeah, like so many people, you just buy it, to support, and you just end up you don't end up using it. So, very much hoarding a lot of soap, a lot of I would say most of the time I'll get a matching splash, but not always. I want to say like I've just been really trying to enjoy the stuff that I've had probably most of this year, at least in the past 6 months for sure. Some stuff I'm repeating, some stuff I'm not, but just kind of going through, because I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not like short on anything. I probably still have like 70 or 80 sets. Some people would just be like, amateur, give me that. Give me like, oh no, it's hilarious. As a side note, so last month there was a local meetup here in Southern California. It was kind of I want to say co-hosted or kind of put on by like a thrift store out in Huntington Beach, and then Douglas from PAA was over there, as well as Matt from Razor Emporium, and Ken Surfs from YouTube was over there. And so I went over there, kind of met up, people weren't expecting me, and I didn't really announce it because I'm not really that type. So, but
sure.
I want to say his name was Seth. It started with an S. Forgive me. I know you're listening. You need to come into the...
Yeah. From San Diego?
Yes. Is it Seth?
My boy Seth. It is
okay,
Seth.
So it is Seth.
You're remembering correctly.
Okay, so...
Hey, Seth.
So,
shout out.
So shout out to Seth. And Seth asked me, he's like, yo, like how many sets do you have? And I think I said like 60, 70, 80. And he's like, oh, that's it? I'm like, that's it? And then he said something like, yeah, I think I'm at like 200, 300. And I'm just like,
oh, I didn't know he had that many. I mean, I know he likes the software too, but oh, wow.
He said it was at least 200, maybe I'm not like, maybe that spotlight shouldn't have been put on him, or anything like that. But
I don't think his wife listens to the podcast.
As a follow, we're all shaving degenerates anyway.
Yes.
But
yes.
You kind of just want to enjoy, like this. You want to figure out if you enjoy something, And also, I've been seeing a lot of people this year just like going ham on like, just taking one soap and just using it until it's you get an empty tub.
Oh, just
tub kill.
Nice.
Like everything that you have. And so I think that's probably going to be a personal goal, in going through some stuff. But yeah, I think, I don't know. I going back to your, I guess, original, question on have you been kind of taking it easy on the software purchases? Yes. It's nowhere near as bad as it was. At least last year or even a couple years before that. So.
Yeah, and it's a funny place too, right? Where having a YouTube channel, someone who likes to feature different products, what they're liking and stuff, it's like, well, what's going to happen, right? Like to interest if you stop using new stuff, and but part of it is also to remain or to try to be financially responsible And just like, yeah, if you're coming, because I don't think I've hit 200 yet, but that is the number where I'd be really concerned. I might be hovering. So I stopped keeping track. I still have that spreadsheet, but I haven't updated it in ages, because whenever I feel like there's too much accumulation, I'll try to put a bunch together into a, a lot, and just try to make a little bit of money back, but usually just try to, more importantly, move it out of the house and onto someone else who will enjoy it. So I mean that periodically happens. If you guys are on the Reddit, what's it called again?
Shave Bazaar.
The Reddit Shave Bazaar, and then the wet shaving buy sell trade on.
Yeah, the DNP or the deals in new products.
No, the Facebook group.
Wet shaving enablers.
Yeah, it's called Wet Shaving Enablers, but it's actually a marketplace. So in case you ever guys are wondering, I do sell things on there and try to give everyone a good price. But yeah, I definitely need a bigger purge. And I did try to, I find myself being more strict in my personal guidelines and what I'm keeping. And you mentioned ones which have like, oh, you want to support, friends in the community, right? You want to support a certain cause. Those are, I'm more than happy, right, to pick those up. But then after a few years, it's like, oh, I haven't used this in a while, and I'm not sure what to do with it. Those are still hard to let go. And even as we've kind of befriended artisans in the community too, that sometimes it can be hard too. But if I keep like one or two soaps from a particular maker, I think that's, I'm doing my doing my job and having them represented in my collection. I don't know. This is probably a fun question to throw out to the listeners too. If you guys are collectors of stuff like soap, in particular shaving soap and shaving software, what are your personal guidelines to keep your collection at a healthy size? What criteria does it have to meet? So if that interests you at all, you can drop us a line or leave a comment in the YouTube version of the show.